Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So I apologize ahead of time if I sound kind of like nasally. I am sick with a head cold, so it's going to be a lot of sniffling and stuff. So a company by the name of Nail Addict, they reached out to me asking if I would be interested in collabing, and I said I would love to. So they sent me 5 of their colors from their collection and their base coat. Now they do have a top coat as well. I ordered it last week, so I don't know when it'll be here. But in the meantime, for this video, I did use my Castany glossy top coat, which the Castany brand is awesome, but we're not talking about them today. So I'm going to go ahead and show you swatches, and then we will get into some nail art, which I actually already have it on some of my nails. I did some abstract nail art. So the first color I'm going to share is, this is Cherry Soda, and it's the red color here, and it's just a juicy strawberry red shade. It's so pretty, and the formula on these is very thick, but I like it. It's easy to work with. It self levels, very high quality gel polishes. And I will have a discount code down in the description box if you're interested in making a purchase. So the next shade I have to share is this beautiful cool toned pink called Quartz Rose. And here is the bottle. I did 2 coats of the color for each one. You could probably do 3 coats, but I just opted for 2. The next shade is Splash, and this is such a beautiful blue. I just love this color so much. I love blue. The next shade, and I cannot wait to wear this for fall, this is Tuscan Sun, and this is like a root beer, I would say root beer orange shade. It's kind of like a burnt root beer orange. It's super duper pretty, and I love it. So I really enjoy that shade. And then the last one is Diamonds for Breakfast, and it's this one right here. And this is it right here. It has such beautiful, oh my gosh, this shade, you guys, is so hard to describe. It's got like a pink glitter flash, and then it's got like silver flakes. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely love that shade. Okay, so we're gonna get into the nail art. I already have my nail art done on most of my fingers because I do want to wear this mani for quite a while. I want to wear it for probably the next few weeks. After doing research, these do last a long time on your nails, so that's good for me because I do have damage and I need this to grow out. So the colors we will be using are Splash. This is a this look is going to be a abstract design, which I love abstract designs because every nail is different. We're going to use Cherry Soda, and like I said, I love this color. I'm actually planning on putting this back on this summer just because it's such a juicy red. And we will be using Tuscan Sun, the beautiful root beer shade. And then we will be using some gold foil and a matte top coat and glossy top coat. Now I'm using 2 top coats just to kind of make it thick over the nail. That way the gold foil doesn't like snag or anything, because sometimes that can happen. And also I will be using black stamping polish to add some of the little accent dots or whatever. So let's go ahead and get on into the first part, which is applying the base coat to our nails. Alright, so the first thing I should have said to do is to prep your nails. So if you're wanting the manicure to last, make sure you get rid of any debris around your cuticle. I did all this yesterday with this nail. Make sure you wipe with alcohol or acetone to remove any oils or anything like that. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and go in with the base coat first, and the base coat is perfect. I didn't have any issues. Now it does keep coming down the neck of the bottle, so just make sure you clean it off a lot because you do not want to flood your cuticles with base. That's important. I should do a gel 101 video because I feel like people maybe sometimes struggle with gels. I don't know, but make sure you cap your tip when you're done doing this step as well. So, and I do plan on making another purchase on their site because, you guys, they have some absolutely stunning colors, and I'm not changing my nails out as often, so I really am wanting to place another order. So I'm going to go ahead and cure this for, I'm going to cure it for 60 seconds. I'm using an LED lamp, so I'm going to cure it for 60 and then I'll be right back. Alright, so the nice thing about abstract nails is no nail is the same, and you don't have to be precise with this method. So I'm just going to pick whatever color. Just layering is the fun thing about this. Just cure in between each color you use, and if you want to build up the color, then just cure as you build it up. So I'm going to start with Tuscan Sun, and I am scraping off all of the gel off of the brush. That way I don't get like tons of color, and I'm actually going to go in diagonally with the brush. That way we can start out over here and just kind of swap it. Make sure you get close to your cuticle, and if you get any in your cuticle, you can just clean it up with a brush, or your finger, whatever. Just swap like that, and I'm going to put just a little bit coming up from over this way. Like I said, the nice thing about this is it doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so there is our first colors. Well, color. I'm going to cure this for 30 seconds and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I want to build up my color just a little bit more with the Tuscan Sun. So I'm just going to go back in with the brush and kind of get down in here close to the cuticle but not on it. And then just swap. Whatever's on the brush, I just swap it on. And then we'll add a little bit more to the tip there, and then I'm going to cure that and we'll move on to the next color. Alright, so the next color we're going to go in with is Splash, and that is that beautiful blue that I'm absolutely in love with. Again, we're just scraping off the brush. We do not want any hardly on the brush because this is supposed to be like a wispy, not perfect look. So the more imperfect, the better. So we're going to go ahead and kind of, I know this is going to look weird, but we're going to just kind of go side to side here because we're going to have layers of gold and the red coming through. So yeah, plus we'll have a layer of black. Alright, so there is our blue, and I'm just probably going to do one layer of blue because it's so opaque already. I'm going to go ahead and cure this and then I will be right back. Alright, so now is the fun part. We're going to go ahead and add our foil to the tacky layer that is on our nail, and then we will layer cherry soda over top. And the layers are what makes this look so beautiful, plus the matte top coat. Just when it all comes together, it looks beautiful, guys. So we're going to go ahead and layer our gold foil. And this is just a random toothpick that I had laying around. Don't be afraid to get your finger in there and push down that gold foil because it will stick. It will. So I'm going to go down in here and add some here. I just love gel polishes for this, you know, it's just, they work so well for encapsulating. Now, I know normally people use builder gel for this, but not me. We're going to add one more piece. Now, that piece is probably going to get somewhat covered up, and I'm going to put a tiny bit near the cuticle. Okay, just get your finger and smooth over it all really well. We don't want anything sticking up. There is our gold foil, and now we are going to layer cherry soda over top. Just carefully layer some. It doesn't have to be perfect, and again, if you get any on your skin, don't worry, that can be cleaned up. Okay, Okay, we are just literally just, they call it dry brush. We are just dry brushing it over. So I'm going to come up from over here with a little bit. And then we will deepen that color with the next coat. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we're going to go over it one more time over some of those spots with the red to deepen it just a tad. I don't want it to overtake the gold too much or the blue, so just don't go too heavy with it. And make sure if you get any on your skin, again, clean it up. Get down here. And there that is. The blue and red's kind of making purple, so I'm going to have to go in just a little bit heavier in those sections because I want it to look red. I don't want it to look purple. We're still not done though. We're going to do a little bit of nail art on top. Okay, and I'm going to go over here and you can see I have a burn on my finger. I burned myself on a pen. Alrighty, so we're going to cure that and then we will do our fun nail art on top, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I feel like that red's really taken over the blue, so on the bottom of my cuticle, so I'm actually going to go with a little bit more blue and then I'll be right back again. Alright, so for this next step we need to wipe off the tacky layer, and I'm going to use rubbing alcohol for that step. So the tacky layer's off, and again I'm just using my black Nicole Diary stamping polish and just a tiny brush, which I'm trying to see which brush I have that's clean. Just going to go in with our black spots. It's funny because on the other hand, the spots were big because I'm so shaky. And people that can do the other hand and do well, I'm like, kudos to you because it is hard. I don't know how they do it, but they do. I got the other hand done, so that's all that matters, right? And there are our black spots. So I'm going to let those dry, and then we will cap this with glossy top coat and then matte. Okay, there is the look glossy. You can see on my ring finger it's glossy compared to the others. I think I kind of like it glossy better than matte, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put glossy top coat on the rest of my nails, and I will show you the finished look, so I will be right back. Alright, and here is the finished mani. I am so happy with how this turned out. I love how the gold is peeking out behind. I mean, it just turned out so beautiful. Well, let me know, do you prefer matte or do you prefer glossy? I personally love the way it looks glossy, so tomorrow I'll probably add a glossy top coat to my right hand as well. But yeah, thank you so much, Nail Addict LA, for letting me do some of your polishes. Do a video on them. I hope you liked the nail art look I came up with, and yeah, the discount code, my code will be down in the description box if you're interested in buying any. I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!